Chris Brown is fighting again. This time, he's picking on men, not women.
And we're on day number 2 of our Valentine's Day prep week where we're talking about unconventional dates.
Plus, your live love advice.
On today's episode of
The Game Over Show.
And we're back. Welcome to the Game Over Show. I'm Charles Gerlando.
And I'm Lisa Stedman.
And we're coming at you every day, Monday through Friday, bringing you street smart love advice live here on Facebook. The only relationship show.
Yep.
A relationship talk show here on Facebook.
Which means that we love hearing from you. We love broadcasting to you. So show us some love over on the fan page.
Definitely.
Come on over. Facebook.com/The Game Over Show. We want to hear from you about Valentine's Day this week.
Definitely. And we're dishing on all kinds of stuff, including today. Yeah, we got something great for What's Hot.
What's hot?
I don't need the remote. We're good.
Yes, I have the remote. It's the way a relationship should be. Am I right, ladies? All right, let's talk about the hot, crazy mess that is yet again Chris Brown. Hello, anger management classes.
What if they missed it? What did we miss?
All right, let's give you the inside scoop. Chris Brown, notorious for beating up his girlfriend Rihanna. Notorious for throwing a chair at either the Today Show or Good Morning America studio and breaking a window.
So far, all normal behavior.
Yeah, right. Like, just real chill guy. Now, he's in a fight with Frank Ocean.
Well, and this is a continuation of the fight that they kind of
they
started. How long ago, producer Fiona?
It has to be like a year or two.
Like a year or two ago on Twitter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, they're fighting again.
You know what they're fighting about?
Tell me.
Parking spot.
No. That's what, but they're like fisticuffs, right?
Well, to the point where Frank Ocean is now like pressing charges.
Oh snap!
Right.
Well, so let's hope he doesn't pull a Rihanna and back out of those charges. Let's hope he sticks with the charges. So this guy will actually have to take some responsibility rather than he acts like such a victim in situations like this. It really pisses me off. Like, take responsibility for your anger. Take responsibility for your actions. Maybe you need some jail time, my friend. Or
definitely some counseling, right? So I think the only comforting piece of this is that he's not a stereotypic abuser where he sees someone weaker than him and wants to just beat on him, right? This is an angry cat, right?
Yeah,
like, he's just, he needs some help. I'm not defending what he did with Rihanna. Like, fuck him, he can burn, okay? But
you heard it here first.
Absolutely.
Burn, baby, burn.
But at the end of it, like, if you have that much anger in you, you know, like,
get some help.
Yeah, get some help. It was Cat Williams who said it, right? Like, people gangbanging on bacon, right? What are you doing?
Oh, come on, but Cat Williams needs
some
help
he's another
too.
train wreck. That'll be tomorrow.
That dude I see on TMZ every frickin' day.
I just lost my pillow. She stole my pillow.
Oh, here's your pillow. This is
Thank you.
Pillow. Are you okay?
I'm all right now.
Oh, Charles.
All right. You know what? Now I need some recovery time. Let's go to the pulse.
Let's do the pulse.
So best of luck to you, Chris Brown. We got all kind of train wreck happening up here on the couch. We got mad pillows just attacking.
Can we just give a shout out for producer Fiona who keeps all of this on track?
Absolutely, we love
it. And is smoking hot. If she would like sit on this couch, we'd have a whole other
You know what?
show.
A lot of people don't know the rest of the team here, so we're gonna put up a bikini shot of Fiona up on the Game Over Show fan page on Facebook. Maybe not a bikini shot, but a regular shot. I just want to make her blush.
She's a hot tamale, so we could do like a bikini shot. That girl is a hot tamale. Girl crush.
So,
just saying.
The pulse.
The Pulse, talk to me.
The Pulse. Sometimes, if this is your first time watching the Game Over show, sometimes we poll our audience and we get some live data that we share on the show back.
Well, I gotta say, that's one of the things I love about doing this show is it's not just about us broadcasting to you. We really have this great give and take with our audience. We want to know what you're thinking. We want to know what's rocking your world. We want to know what you're feeling challenged by in relationships. And one of the things that we do is the Pulse, where we poll the audience to find out what's going on for you. So, continue, sir.
So, well, in the spirit of Valentine's preparation week.
Yeah, Valentine's Day is just around the corner. Who's feeling ready?
Well, so we asked, I mean, to your point, and if you watch yesterday's show...
It was all about boycotting Valentine's Day.
Well, because there's so much pressure, right?
Pressure, society, materialism. I call game over on all of it. Well, however...
Well, we get some expectations out in the open, and it removes all the pressure. So...
Expectations remove pressure?
Putting out your expectations.
Oh, putting out your expectations, but also doing it your way, not the way that everyone else tells you, or society tells you, or Hallmark tells you. So what we're doing today is showing you how to have an unconventional and fabulous Valentine's Day.
We are, but we wanted to find out what a woman's idea of a
this is what a woman's idea.
Perfect Valentine's Day gift. So we asked, and I provided some answers up front, and then we allowed people to comment back with what they thought. Yeah. So the top choices were a romantic gift, like rose petals at the front door that lead up to the bedroom, breakfast in bed, a love letter written from the heart, right? That was one choice. Second is a night out, like dinner, dancing, okay? A third choice, snuggling in bed with a nice horror movie.
You had me at the first part. The second part, I don't do horror movies. But I do like the snuggling in bed.
Traditional, like flowers, candy, and a card. Those are the top 4 answers. 68% out of 1,000 women.
1,000 women surveyed, so we have a nice, juicy group of women telling us what they think.
Right, I don't know if they're juicy. But
they are juicy. Ladies, I know you. I see you.
68% want a romantic gift. From the heart. Love letter. Breakfast in bed, rose petals at the front door leading up. So all the guys that feel that pressure to go to like a jewelry store,
spend a lot of money.
Almost 70% of women don't want it. But the other ones were interesting too. So the next one down, 14% wanted a night out.
I would guess that a lot of that 14% are moms who need a freaking break. You guys want to rock your wife's world. If you guys have kids, get a sitter. Take her out, or take her for a nap in a hotel. Because I guarantee you, after that nap, she will be well rested and rock your world.
No doubt. Well, and that's where the other 13% said snuggling in bed with a horror movie. Only 4% wanted a traditional Valentine's Day. Flowers, candy. Yeah.
Very telling. So, gentlemen, save yourself some money.
Definitely.
Don't go the traditional route.
And all the guys that are at 3 p.m., 4 p.m. in the aisle at the grocery store.
We are going and tracking you down. We are hunting you down.
That's the deal, right? At 3 p.m. or 4 p.m. on Valentine's Day, all these men fill the aisle of your local grocery store looking for that last-minute card, and they grab flowers from, like,
the generic
Safeway or
flowers,
whatever, right?
The generic, like, it's so boring, and clearly we don't want it. So here's one piece of advice for the ladies. Tell your man what you want.
Tell him.
Get really honest and open about it. If you don't want that generic card and flowers, say, hey, you know what I'd rather do is snuggle up with that horror film? Or I'd love something that was you showing me how you feel about me. Now that may be too vague, so you might have to give him some additional suggestions.
Definitely. Well, and if he needs some suggestions...
Yeah, I'm taking your pillow again.
We definitely have some. You want to get unconventional and unique on Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
Let's talk about it on He Said...
She Said. And by the way, we don't plan our outfits. This shit happens every day without planning. I think that's hilarious. We are so in sync.
Yeah, I'm going to start my period at the same time any minute.
I'm ovulating, so catch up.
Ew.
Ew! It is what these ladies what we're born to do.
Okay.
Respect!
I'm sorry, Jesus Christ. All right, so.
Yeah, talk to me.
Unconventional Dates And we're doing unconventional gifts a little bit later this week, right?
Yeah.
But unconventional dates for Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
So that dinner and a movie thing or dinner and dancing
Snoop.
thing, there's nothing wrong with it.
Snoop.
But
Okay,
it's so unoriginal. Well, talk to me about tradition. You don't like tradition.
So here's what I don't like about tradition. Number one.
Hold on, let me get my vodka. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Tradition. Tradition is boring. Tradition sets up an expectation that can never be met because it's not based on who you are and what you like. It's totally based on what society tells you you want and need. So my whole thing with dinner and a movie, number one, they overprice the dinners.
Right.
Prix fix, blah, blah, whatever it's called.
Prix fix?
Price. It's that fixed price menu.
She said prix fix.
The 3-course bullshit that never tastes as good as it should for the $150 you're paying for it.
Right.
And then the movie where you'd rather be having sex than sitting through some chick flick.
Well, it's really run of the mill, right? All those things are run of the mill, and they charge 3 or 4 times the cost of what it would be.
What it would be the night before or the night after.
Sure, and then we're doing gifts again later this week, but throwing down your credit card for something that's not unique doesn't. I mean, you're just going through the motions.
Yeah. So and that's just it. Like this pressure of tradition forces a lot of people to go through the motions rather than give it some thought. And we want to spend this week saying game on to giving thought, game over to run-of-the-mill, going through the motions, phoning it in. Yeah,
what we're saying is that flowers, candy, and a card are the missionary position of Valentine's Day.
Oh, word! I am tweeting that.
Okay,
and missionary's fine, but on Valentine's Day, mix it up. Have a couple different positions.
Get out your barbed wire. That's just me. Sorry. So, well, let's talk about some unique ideas, right?
So many thoughts in my head. Delete. No. Delete. No.
So
delete.
Wait.
Okay.
Stay with me. Stay with me. So let's break this into 2 sections, right? There's the budget conscious.
Okay.
And those that have a slightly stronger wallet.
Right. And so this is important. Don't break the bank for any one day of your life. Right. It's just not worth it.
No, it's not. And if that's how she interprets love, you might talk about that and then rethink that shit, right?
Yeah. You gotta be on the same page about this, people.
So let's come up with some straight up ideas.
Yes,
right?
some budget conscious, street smart ideas for dates.
So romantic, kind of like nightly staycation.
Ooh, right? I was never a fan of the staycation until recently when over the holidays we had the best staycation. I'm a convert now.
Right, well it's cool, right? It's totally budget friendly. And you can order in, and you can, for those who were looking for that snuggling and that horror movie thing.
Or you don't have to have the horror movie part if you're like me.
Well, Netflix has a whole bunch. iTunes has a whole bunch.
Ooh, Amazon Prime too.
Oh, right. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I mean it's totally cool, and you can just stay in, do bad things, and then do more bad things.
Yeah. So here's my new favorite staycation. Hello, everybody. iPad. Meet iPad.
What's an iPad?
Netflix, Amazon Prime, snuggle in bed, watch a movie. It's awesome.
I love that. Snuggle in bed, watch a movie. That was perfect. How about a love letter? It is so underrated. Can I just say that?
I agree. And you are the king of the love letter from not to me, but I've heard some love letters that you have written. And I gotta say, nice work.
Thank you.
Emotionally wet. Just saying. There's nothing better than a dude professing his love for you, right?
Well,
that's hot.
See, but
that's
that adds
sexy,
pressure,
that's
though.
Sweet.
For some guys, it adds pressure. Can I give them some advice?
Yes.
Like, for those guys, she doesn't need you to be the next Byron, right? Or the next Cyrano who's professing it. You don't need a Cyrano, is my point.
Right.
It just needs to be from you. Right?
Yes.
It just needs to be from you.
And if you're not up to that challenge, find another way. It doesn't have to be a love letter, but a love letter is very nice because, ladies, we like a little written proof of how fabulous we are.
Right. And that's a gift that we kind of threw in because it goes with the rest of this. Like, it can kick off your date and your night.
And kick off some hot and steamy
right.
snuggling.
For the staycation. A real or an indoor picnic.
Love a picnic.
Well, yeah, and you can do carpet picnic style.
Love that.
A lot of people with kids have that.
Yeah. Then you don't even have to go to the bedroom. You're on the floor.
Well, right. And then you get some you get some cheese and you get some wine and you get some lunch meat and you get some music playing or you get a movie or whatever. I'm such a girl, right? So, it's that kind of thing.
Hit it and quit it, people.
Damn right.
Hit it and quit
it. Yeah. What about going for a walk together?
Oh, I love this. So on my staycation over the holidays. The Hubs and I went for lots of walks in our neighborhood, and it's nice. We are so busy, and everything is so fast-paced, and a lot of times, especially in LA, we're in the car all the time.
Right.
Get out of your car, take your partner's hand, walk down the street, revisit your neighborhood, and take in the sights in a new way. You're not in your hurry to get somewhere. You're just enjoying the company of your beloved.
Definitely. And like I always say, unless you go downtown to Hollywood and you spend your Valentine's Day with a homeless person urinating next to you, it's not Valentine's Day.
Oh, can I
Sorry,
talk to your wife for a minute?
Okay.
Game over.
So I want to talk about some of the stronger wallet ones, and these aren't very, very expensive. But before that, we have a sponsor that we'd like to talk about.
Achoo! Excuse me.
Is that a real sneeze?
It was almost there, and then it went away.
Oh my God. Front Row Foundation.
I am so excited about Front Row Foundation.
Well, for those who need a little bit of guidance on what
Yeah.
this is all about, so everybody's heard of the International Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Yes.
And
Grants wish to terminally ill, or not even terminally ill children.
And life-threatening illness.
Life-threatening illnesses.
Right.
Yes. A lot of them recover. So
Front Row
that's good.
Foundation has taken a little twist to that.
Nice.
And they get front row seats for life-threatening illness people, right?
So like
people who are
concerts, what else?
Well, right now, the things they have going right now, one person's going to One Direction. Front row.
Oh, nice.
Don't email here. We don't have those tickets.
Yeah, no, this is not us.
But like seats to Ellen.
Oh, to the Ellen show. Okay,
Sure.
Maybe like something at the Pantages if you're in LA.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
cool.
so it's all in-person stuff, all in the front row.
Nice.
So we want everybody to go support them. Check out frontrowfoundation.org.
.org. Yep.
And check them out. Very, very cool. Very cool.
I love that.
And hi, Kaylee, their event planner.
Whoop whoop.
We love you
Kaylee,
guys.
you rock.
Okay, so what about people with the stronger wallet?
Stronger. Well, I like how you say that.
So one of the most romantic things that I can think of is like...
Tell me, Charles.
So
Waves at the sea.
every couple has this place that they've met. Or this place that means something to them, right? Like you can even go to like Indecent Proposal, the movie, started and finished on the dock where they met, where Woody Harrelson and Demi Moore...
Are you suggesting people do an indecent proposal for
No.
Valentine's Day?
No.
Rent out your spouse.
I was talking
for
about...
Valentine's
This is going in a
Day.
completely different direction. There are lots of movies besides that one that have special places that couples are at, right?
Yes,
Every
where
couple
you
has
meet.
their place.
Yes.
Maybe it's where they meet. Maybe it's where they spend a lot of their time.
Maybe it's where they got engaged.
So if you want to do something that's unique, like call up a catering company and have a dinner for two catered on that spot.
Oh, I'm liking this.
Like you drive up and there's a uniformed waiter who opens the door and he says table for two and he leads you up someplace and there's a violinist, right? I mean, you can do all kinds of stuff. And it doesn't, this kind of situation doesn't have to break the bank though.
No, not at all.
It's a few $100s, right? But, you can have that experience or you can put a tennis bracelet on her arm. Right. Womp womp. What about experience dates?
I'm a big fan of experience in general. Like, for me, it's not about gift. It's about doing something memorable and meaningful and that has a little adventure in it.
Definitely. And you know where they can find that?
Where?
We're just plugging
Charles?
everybody. You know where they can find that?
And these are no sponsors. So,
No.
so
Do you know where they can find it?
Where?
I don't know.
Oh, damn.
Go over to cloud9living.com, and that's cloud, the number 9 living. It should be right below you here.
Thank you, Fiona.
Cloud9living.com, and they have awesome experience dates that for every size wallet. Like you want to take a food tour of your city.
Nice.
It's like $55 a person.
Nice.
Which is less than dinner, to your point. Like $150 for two.
Yeah, screw that.
$55 and you both of you go out on a food tour.
That.
Awesome. A personal chef. We talked about catered dinner for two at a
Love
location.
that.
But from $250 and up on Cloud9 Living, you get a personal chef to your place. For
Very
$50,
nice.
$60 a piece, you got to take a cooking class.
Yep.
Go take a bartending class. And then they have other stuff like plane rides and skydiving and adventure tours.
I'm so going there.
Check out Cloud9 Living.
One of the things I would say about this is pay attention to your partner. What did they like? Like, don't do something that's like, oh my God, they hate sports, but I'm a sports fan, so we're going to do this. Find something that you would enjoy together.
Yes.
It's got to be something that has you both feeling excited and happy to be together and doing something that you're both interested in. One of the best things that I ever got the Hubs was one time when we were in Paris, I got him a walking tour of Paris with a foodie blogger.
Right,
and so we walked the city with a guy who blogged about food, who could give us the behind the scenes kinds of things. And the Hub said it was one of the best gifts ever.
No doubt. And just to dovetail on that, like, you know, gifts can come and go. Sometimes they're lost, sometimes they're stolen, sometimes they break. But time is something that you can never take back. It's always yours.
Word. Time is so precious.
Or you can do what Dan Diaz says.
Oh, I love Dan
from the
Diaz's
social
advice.
stream. So this is live from Facebook. Dan Diaz says, all you need for a sexy Valentine's Day is James Brown music playing.
Nice.
A fireplace.
Nice.
An animal skin rug in front of the fireplace. Something deadly.
Something...
Colt 45 in wine glasses. Or MD 2020 will do. And then get funky.
Get funky. I'm with you there, Dan.
I don't understand, Dan.
Thank
if you
you
could
for the
elaborate,
advice.
please. I don't understand. Get funky.
Dude, if you gotta work that shit out, work that shit out.
I'm going to have to. Dan, thanks for writing in.
I love it, Dan. I say rock on and game on.
I think we need to have Dan on the show.
Dan, will you come on the show? See, this is what I love about this show is we actually go on, we use social as a way to inform what we do on the show. So if you got ideas like that, post them on the fan page. We want to hear from you.
Facebook.com/The Game Over Show.
And you can tweet us. We are at Game Over Show.
Perfect.
Yeah.
But I still don't understand what he says by get funky. I need some advice, which brings us to...
Live love advice.
Please. Live advice. Every day, Monday through Friday.
Yep.
You write in, we answer, and we keep you anonymous. And if you have a question, Facebook.com/The Game Over Show, and we'll get to you. This first one is coming in from B.
Hi, B.
B says, my boyfriend and I have been dating for like a year and 3 months.
Okay.
Like a year and 3 months.
Okay.
Everything is going great, except I'm kind of a jealous person. I don't want to be, but he's really good looking, and everybody everywhere seems to want him. And I don't have a problem with that unless they try to make advances. But he has a history as a cheater and a man whore. It gets better. Ready? He has a history of being a cheater and being a man whore. And I have a history, this is B saying this, B has a history with cheaters. In fact, all 3 of her exes were cheaters. And I'm a very faithful woman. Are you seeing a pattern?
What is the common denominator here? B?
B.
B.
Anyway, my boyfriend's told me he's never felt like this before and he won't cheat on me. I wonder how many other people he said that to.
How many times you've heard that, B?
Right. I just really don't know how to trust. I need help if you got some. I've talked to him and he swears there's nothing going on with these people he's been talking to. His exes are in touch with him. His exes are back in touch with him.
Exes in touch.
How do I stop feeling like this?
Well, you can't change how you feel.
So, B, do you want to do this?
No, take it, dude.
So, B, here's the deal, right? You have dated 3 exes in the past that cheated on you because they were cheaters. And now you're dating a guy who was a cheater and, in using your words, a man whore. I don't know the difference between man whore and woman whore. Whore's a whore.
Well, man whore...
Does he get paid?
Maybe.
That's a whore. In any event...
I know the term. I'm familiar. I get it.
I know I get it too. I'm just being cheeky. So B, here's the deal, right? The common denominator with these guys is you. You are somehow seeking out exactly the same guy.
Familiar pattern.
Yeah, totally. And we've said this before with other pieces of advice. Like, she hasn't had 4 bad relationships, right? Well, and I'm not saying this one's bad. I'm just saying this has the same...
It's feeling familiar.
Right.
And so there's a familiar pattern here.
So how do you break out of that pattern?
Well, you gotta want to first.
You have to see it, right?
Yeah, you gotta see it, recognize it, and realize that it's not working for you. Something in this is working for you. So I don't know if there's a common belief that says that I don't deserve someone who's faithful, or I think love has to be difficult, painful, hard, challenging, or I'm not good enough for the people I choose. But your reality is somehow, I think, matching your beliefs.
I totally agree. And I think a lot of people, women and men, seek out people that don't want them in an effort for them to feel wanted. Meaning that if you could just get this unattainable person to love me, then I'm worthy, yes.
I can be done. I can feel confident. But it's this never-ending chase that you will never solve in this equation.
So this deal is about you, B. It's not about him. You have to solve...
He may be a man whore. He may not be a man whore. We don't know.
But it's really about her, right?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
So you're in the middle of a pattern. The question is, what do you want to do about it now that we've made you aware?
Yeah. And a lot of this comes down to self-worth, and I say this over and over again on the show, but I mean it. If you can't feel worthy of love as you are today, no amount of outside validation is going to fix that shit.
Yep.
So number one, fix this internally. Do the shit so that you feel good about you. But number two, choose partners who will bring out the best in you, not bring out the insecure part of you that is either still really alive or is part of an old pattern that now is being perpetuated.
No doubt. And subconsciously, by choosing someone who's going to cheat on you, you're automatically by default not choosing someone who will treat you right. Okay, whisper that. Okay.
That's the street smart tough love truth. So
Definitely.
Please let us know what you decide to do about that. We're curious to see how this affects how you move forward in your love life, and we wish you the best of luck.
This next one comes in from S.
Hi, S.
S says, what happens when his actions say that he wants you, and he shows you nothing but respect and all things positive, but his words say that he's not ready to commit, in big fat air quotes. He's had a terrible time with his ex, the mother of his child, both emotionally and financially, but I figure if he can't see the good in me after 5 months of dating, maybe it's time for me to walk away?
So his actions say he wants her, but his words say otherwise.
His words is that he's not ready to commit. So so I guess I would ask her, what does commitment mean, right? I mean...
To her.
To you. You know, is he dating somebody else? From here, it sounds like you two are exclusive.
Well, what's interesting is usually people say it's their words that say one thing, but their actions aren't matching up.
Right.
So I'm actually a little confused by this one, and I'd love the male take on this.
Well, so from my standpoint, I think he's being really honest. Sounds like he really cares about you and has a lot going.
Okay.
He's just not willing to take that step based on his past. It's only been 5 months.
Sure.
He's coming out of either a marriage or a challenging relationship with the mother of his child. And it sounds like he's being honest. I mean, if you believe what he says, and he's just putting it out there that he's not ready to take some huge commitment.
What does not ready mean? Like, not ready for what?
He may not be done cleaning up his mess from there.
Okay.
You know?
So that means he's not ready to commit?
Well, it sounds like he's committed. He's just not doing anything to the way she wants it. Whether that's engagement,
so
arranged.
Definition. You need to further define, and then you need to see where he's not matching the definition and talk to him about it.
Definitely.
Okay.
Don't you think?
I do. Yeah. This one, it's so interesting. This one has thrown me because usually it's the other way around.
Yeah.
The words are saying, I'm ready, baby, and the actions are like, I'm not. So this is...
Yeah, but this time it's the actions where he's doing everything for her.
Right.
And he just won't say the words. My opinion, 5 minutes with his history, talk to him about it. I mean, you're writing into us. Have a sit down with him.
And so here's the thing. If he has trouble talking about this, that's an indication of where he's at, because he can't blame his present on his past. So he has a terrible time with his ex and the mother of his child. You know what? That may be a pattern in his life, and that may perpetuate itself in your relationship. So pay attention to that.
Really good point.
You know how it's like, oh, but his ex was terrible. Really? Let's look at that behavior, because he might be the common denominator in that shit.
Sure. Well, and bottom line, I mean, I think you've turned the tide with my opinion here, right? Like, you're not his ex. So either he's back there in his old relationship,
right,
or he's present
tough when
with
they
you.
have kids.
Yeah.
That makes it tougher. But you can work that out.
Yeah. Talk about it.
Boundaries.
This last one comes in from E.
Hi, E.
E says, I've just come out of a very controlling relationship. We were together for 3 years and split up 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
Now he's been calling me back, saying that he loves me and misses me
well,
and wants me back.
that sounds like a controlling relationship.
Yes. And
That's surprising.
I nearly fell for it.
Ooh.
Until I found out he's been chatting up other women and saying horrible things about me.
Game over.
How do I... so anyway, I won't read that personal stuff. I feel like I've been very easy to pull things over on. We'll swallow any line given.
Change that.
I don't want to be this person that falls for the same old crap.
So
how do I get out of it?
So don't.
So how do you break out of that pattern after a bad breakup? Controlling person.
Controlling. So a lot of what happens in a controlling relationship is you start to fall into this codependent paradigm. So it's like you fall for their shit. They like what it takes two to tango.
Sure.
So in this case, you have done a good job of extricating yourself. Don't fall back into it. Now, you've done that part well. I say cut him off completely. I say no more contact. No email, no text, no phone calls, no social media. Cut the shit out. Extract him from your life.
Exorcism.
Exorcism. Online and offline exorcism. Number 1. Number 2, do not repeat this pattern again. So look at your own behavior. Look at your own beliefs about why you would get into a relationship with a controlling person. What's in it for you? What's the payoff? Maybe the payoff is you don't have to take responsibility for your own life. Mm-hmm. Maybe you like a really strong personality. You find that sexy, but it's also really constricting and like exhausting. So look at the behavior that drove the person in and make sure you don't repeat that pattern.
Bam. And there you have it. Street Smart. If you have a question, please visit us at facebook.com/thegameovershow and we will answer. Sometimes we answer them on the air. Sometimes we answer them directly to you over Facebook.
Yeah, and thank you for all the emails we get. We love hearing from you and we appreciate you watching the show.
Tomorrow,
more Valentine's Day stuff.
Valentine's Day week continues, or Valentine's Day prep week continues. Yep. What if you're single on Valentine's Day?
Right, this isn't just about being in a couple. Raise your hand if you're single on Valentine's. I'm not, but I have been. And I'm sick of people thinking that Valentine's Day is only something for couples, or that you're a loser if you're minus a +1 on Valentine's Day. We are handling all of that tomorrow. Tomorrow. We're going to be talking about the singles Valentine's Day and the anti-Valentine's Day for singles. Yep, love it. Definitely. Until then, I'm Charles Gerlando. I'm Lisa Stedman. This has been The Game Over Show. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.